Yeah.
I'm in tune.
Yes.
Why don't you introduce me?
Are you ready? All right. Yes, I think the more time we get, the better. Well, there's not, all right. Here's what I want to say. I'm just grateful that we have the opportunity to have this devotional time with Jim Meyer, who has been with Mayor Baba for many, many, many years. And those of us who remember, Jim would be there as the caretaker to chase us out at night to our cabin so we'd get a nice sleep to be ready for Baba in the morning. So I am so grateful to have this morning with you, Jim. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, everybody. Those were the good old days when I could chase people out of the kitchens. That was my glory years. We're starting a little bit early, but that's okay. Um, I thought I would start with in a kind of a reverse consciousness. This is called The Conclusion. I'm going to start the concert off with a song called The Conclusion. And just as background, at the end of God Speaks, Mayor Baba has a paragraph at the end of the text of God Speaks called The Conclusion, in which he says, after we have read God Speaks, and we've learned about the soul's journey from the most limited consciousness to human form, and then the involution of consciousness from the gross plane to the seventh plane. At the end of this incredible book, the most important book of the Advent, Baba has something called a conclusion, and in it he says, God cannot be explained. God cannot be argued about. God cannot be theorized, discussed, or understood. God can only be lived. Now, that's 5 lines, but when you think about it, it covers everything. There's no need to sit down and try to argue about God, so there's no reason to have wars and conflicts. Theories about God mean nothing. Explanations about God mean nothing. You cannot understand the state of that consciousness. The only way that you can understand God is to live that consciousness. God cannot be explained. God cannot be argued about. God cannot be theorized, discussed, or understood. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. God cannot be explained. God cannot be argued about. God cannot be theorized, discussed, or understood. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. Said God cannot be explained. God cannot be argued about. God cannot be theorized, discussed, or understood. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. God can only be lived. The sound is the sound okay? Everything okay?
I say yes, but I don't know if Joe's near his computer, but he could say if he thought, but I think it sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you able to turn down your gain just a touch? You're breaking up just a little bit on your high volume.
Okay, now the instrument's breaking up or the vocal?
Vocal.
He's still running around? I don't know.
See, we have the experts here today. This is great.
Yeah, she's the queen.
All right. Now, Joe, if that's too low, you'll let me know. That's a rhyme, by the way.
Okay. All right.
This is a song by Francis Brabazon. You have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. Well, each song is sufficient in itself, whether or not by others it is heard. All songs are but reflections of one song. And beloved, that is your singing word. For you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. Every heart reflects the divine beloved. The true lover of God is he who would shatter his own heart mirror and set the beloved free. Baba, you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. Millions of times, Baba, you have come to us and sung your original song, saying the beloved is all in all. To him alone does the earth and you belong. Baba, you have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. You say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. And though we sing from now until time's end, we will be no more than a band of minstrels playing a one-night stand before your door. You have come all the way from your beyond state to sing your inspiring call. Baba, you say the lover exists only in the beloved, and the beloved is all in all. The beloved is all in all. Every soul is bound in jail. Only love can lift that veil. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Every soul needs to awake and realize the dream's mistake. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on. And keep your hands on the gospel plow. Repeat God's name, repeat it now. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on. Every soul receives God's grace. Makes no difference what religion or race. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Every soul is a part of God. You make it easy or you make it hard. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. For every soul is truly free, bound by the mind's trickery. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on. I'm a slave of the Lord Meher. I will follow him anywhere. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold fast to Baba's Daman. till the illusion's dead and gone. Keep your eyes on the prize, hold on. The perfect prize will always be Lord Mayor's divinity. So keep your eyes on that prize and hold on. Hold on, hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. So this next song the words are by Mayor Baba. And the melody is by a guy named Jim Meyer. And it's very important when you introduce a song that uses Mayor Baba's words, if you've written the music, it's very important to include yourself because you say it's a Mayor Baba, Jim Meyer song. You know, you whatever it takes, you know, to kind of get yourself in there. God does not listen to the language of the tongue. God does not listen to the mind. God responds only to the language of the heart. It is the song of love for beloved God. Do not listen to the voice of the mind. Listen to the voice of the heart. The mind wavers, the heart does not. The mind fears, the heart is undaunted. Love God, keep Him ever consciously present within you. Let God form the basis of all your thoughts, speech, and actions. Remember God in every little thing you do. Then all your responsibilities will rest solely with God. Do not listen to the voice of the mind. Listen to the voice of the heart. The mind is home of doubts, reasons, and theories. The purified heart is the beloved's home. So rid your heart of low desires, malice, and selfishness. Then God manifests in you as your own self. For God responds only to the language of the heart. It is the song of love for beloved God. Love God, keep Him ever consciously present within you. Let God form the basis of all your thoughts, speech, and actions. Remember God in every little thing you do. Then all responsibilities will rest solely with God. Might be a little out of tune, so give me a moment. I'll tune up. For many of us who used to go to India and would hear Mani sing, she used to have this wonderful song that she would sing, that Meher Baba, Lord and friend, my beloved to the end. So I always liked that melody, and I love Mani. So I wrote this song with the first line of that melody in mind. This is simply called Meher Baba. Meher Baba, Lord and friend, without beginning and without end, beyond what mind can comprehend. Meher Baba, Lord and friend, Meher Baba, servant Lord, priceless jewel all can afford, awakener of the sleeping horde. Meher Baba, servant Lord, Meher Baba, infinity, ever bound and ever free, dissolver of duality. Meher Baba, infinity. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Meher Baba, eternal guide, in each heart and by our side, conductor of creation's ride. Meher Baba, eternal guide. Meher Baba, King of kings, perfection's name which each heart sings, at whose feet each soul clings. Meher Baba, King of kings. Meher Baba, creation's breath, hearts beloved beyond death, beyond mind's finite depth. Meher Baba, creation's breath. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Meher Baba, perfect man, before creation e'er began. Holy planner, holy plan. Meher Baba, perfect man. Meher Baba, heart's delight, bringer of effulgent light, through his love all gain the sight. Meher Baba, heart's delight. Meher Baba, divine love's form, perfect calm and perfect storm. All are blessed when he was born. Meher Baba, divine love's form. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. Hari, Hari, Hari Om. All right. Hope that's coming through.
Kind of like spiritual fireworks.
On the 4th of July, spiritual fireworks. Okay, one of the most beautiful discourses Meher Baba has ever given, which means the most beautiful discourse ever given, is the first discourse in The Everything and the Nothing, in which Baba explains in poetic terms the whole business of creation. I'm going to read it first and then I'll sing it. There's nothing ever been in literature as succinct and beautiful as this. Meher Baba says, God is love, and love must love. And to love, there must be a beloved. But since God is existence, infinite and eternal, there is no one for him to love but himself. And in order to love himself, he must imagine himself as the beloved, whom he as the lover imagines he loves. Beloved and lover implies separation, and separation creates longing, and longing causes search. And the wider and more intense the search, the greater the separation, and the more terrible the longing. When longing is most intense, separation is complete, and the purpose of separation, which was that love might experience itself as lover and beloved, is fulfilled, and union follows. And when union is attained, the lover knows that he himself was all along the beloved whom he loved and desired union with. And all the impossible situations he overcame were obstacles which he himself had placed in the path to himself. To attain union is so impossibly difficult because it is impossible to become what you already are. Union is nothing other than knowledge of oneself as the only one. God is love, and love must love, and to love there must be a beloved. But since God is existence, infinite and eternal, there's no one for him to love but himself. And in order to love himself, he must imagine himself as the beloved whom he as the lover imagines he loves. Oh, 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 oh. Beloved and lover implies separation, and separation creates longing, and longing causes search. And the wider and the more intense the search, the greater the separation, and the more terrible the longing. Oh, 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 oh. When longing is most intense, separation is complete. And the purpose of separation, which was that love might experience itself as lover and beloved, is fulfilled. And union follows. And when union is attained, the lover knows that he himself was all along the beloved whom he loved and desired union with. And all the impossible situations he overcame were obstacles which he himself had placed in the path to himself. Oh, 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 oh. To attain union is so impossibly difficult because it's impossible to become what you already are. Union is nothing other than knowledge of oneself as the only one. Oh, 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 oh. Man, that is just as good as it gets right there. Okay, this is a song. This is my prayer for everyone who's listening. It's called My Prayer. I hope I can remember it. Let us all drown in the ocean of wine poured from the flask of the vintner divine. Let us free the poor soul from the prison of mind, and escape from the shackles of space and time. Let us all drown in the ocean of wine, offered by the one who's eternally kind, but who hides neath the cloak of the mute and the blind, and appears only at the most critical time. Let us all drown in the ocean of wine, intoxication so great as to free all confined, earned by grace only, and then only by grace is pure time. That moment when self loses I, my, me, and mine. Let us all drown in the ocean of wine, singing Meher Baba's name in heart, rhythm, and time, finding perfect sanctuary from the ego's near perfect crime, and resting forever in beloved's oneness divine. Let us all drown in the ocean of wine, immersing ourselves till there's nothing left to define, drowning all thoughts and ideas and memories sublime, to merge in beloved avatar Meher Baba's truth divine. Oh, let us all drown in the ocean of wine. Okay. This is taken from a beautiful, beautiful poem by Josephine Esther Ross from her book, Songs of a Modern Disciple. It's a blessing. This poem is a blessing. Let there be peace within the heart and quiet in the mind, that God's great wisdom may descend, enlightening mankind. We cannot hear the still small voice that ever seeks to guide us. We cannot sense all the shining ones who ever stand right beside us, because we are so occupied without her daily strife, and have no leisure to enjoy God's proffered gift of life. The quiet thought, the loving heart, the silence of repose, the healing of a kindly word, the fragrance of the rose. Oh, the sky at dawn, the stars at night, these are but gentle things, yet knowing them we are aware of passing angels' wings. So let there be peace within our hearts, and quiet in the mind, that God Himself may now descend to heal and bless mankind. Josephine Esther Ross. If you want, I will stay with you forever. If you want, every day. If you want, I will love you like no other. If you want, in every way. If you want, I will always be beside you. If you want, every day. If you want, I will join you on life's highway. If you want, I'll show the way. Well, if you want, I will be your provider in days of harvest, in days of loss. Well, if you want, I will be your night rider, your protector. I'll take up the cross. If you want, you can daily surrender all your mind and all your heart. If you want, you can sing songs so tender that the gates of heaven will surely part. Well, if you want, I will be your beloved in times of crisis and in days of bliss. And if you want, I will offer you my homestead. I'll prepare you for the divine kiss. you won't, I will always be beside you. If you won't, every day. If you won't, I will join you on life's highway. If you won't, I'll show the way. Well, if you won't, I will be your provider in days of harvest and in days of loss. And if you won't, I will be your night rider, your protector. I'll take up the cross. This is a poem by Francis Brabazon, in which I took one of the verses and made it a chorus, a continual chorus. This is called The Rose's Thorns. You have stooped down to heal the roots of the rose's pain, to bathe lepers, feed the poor, and comfort the insane. You have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, have garlanded you with the rose's thorns. Maybe the beasts will invent new scales and melodies. Our praises are hammers riveting fingers and knees. You have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, have garlanded you with the rose's thorn. From the depths we cried to you, Baba, and from your beyond state you came. As a flood of waters, as a column of bright flame, you have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, we garland you with the rose's thorn. There's a place within the heart in which the universe can revolve, but we have sealed in capsules daring and high resolve. Oh, you have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, garland you with the rose's thorn. You know it was inevitable, our final degeneracy, that having failed both God and women, we'd invent a monstrous she. You have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, have garlanded you with the rose's thorn. Baba, your presence is our answer, so why do we nourish our absence? Oh, speak to us, beloved, the refreshing word of your silence. Oh, you have shaken out before our eyes the prospects of new dawns, but we, your lovers, have garlanded you with the rose's thorns. But we, your lovers, garland you with the rose's thorns. This is a very, very interesting song. This appeared in my consciousness at around Amartithi. And it takes the form of a call and response between the lover and the beloved. And it's the same age-old tale. The ignorant lover is trying to figure out where the beloved has gone, and the beloved is trying to figure out why the lover can't figure out where he is eternally. It resolves itself eventually. So this one's for Meathead. This is called I Was, I Am, and Ever Will Be, and it starts off with the lover. Oh, my sweet beloved rose, where have you been taken? I miss you more with each repose, and even more when I awaken. Oh, dear beloved child of me, it is you who are mistaken. I was, I am, and ever will be. It's your restless mind that is forsaken. Oh, my dearest Lord Meyer, where can you be hiding? All day I call your name, most fair, and see not where you are abiding. O foolish lover of your ever-changing me, you have too many suitors. I was, I am, and ever will be, while you you are chasing intruders. O most exalted and holy one, how can I know your true essence? I want to know all you've said and done, and awaken to your divine presence. Oh, my darling, sweet spark of me, remember me with all your being. For I was, I am, and ever will be in charge of your freeing. Oh, my sweet beloved rose, my heart is truly breaking. I miss you more as each day goes, and your absence keeps me shaking. Oh, dear wounded heart of me, I'm always at your beckon. I was, I am, and ever will be, while all you see is your own heart breaking. I was, I am, and ever will be, while all you see is your own heart breaking. What do we got? A dulcimer guitar on the 6th. Oh boy. All right. Big Al is still out there. This one's for Big Al. This is the poem attributed to Hafez after he was God realized. And this is a translation by Richard Le Gallienne, an American, at the turn of the 19th century into the 20th century. It's called At an End. The days of distance and the nights apart, all the long, lonely winters of the heart are at an end, are at an end. No more forever shall the autumn gloom, no more forever December's frozen tomb, for swift-footed April fills the world with fragrance and bloom. Oh, my own love and friend, our grief is at an end. Our grief is ended and our joy is begun. We've climbed the night, at last we've reached the sun, and the whole world is bright Ah, with the effulgent face of our delight. Oh, my beloved, dearest friend, our grief is at an end. Deep in the scented shadows of your hair, I'm so happy I can scarcely believe I'm really there. I bow my head and weep for very bliss, too happy even to kiss. For love, oh beloved, desired and lovely friend, the solitary night is at an end. Oh, what do I care that for love of your fair face I throw to the wide winds my work and place? For my work is just to love you, and where to go, where you are is the only place I know. Oh, beloved, my most cherished friend, our grief is at an end. Ah, to the wine shop swiftly let us come, with guitars and voices and loud exultant drum, and with a mighty voice to the sake call, deep cups and many, many cups of wine for all. What matter how much money that we spend for, oh, most lovely and beloved friend? Today the grief of Hafez, that long grief in a wild blessedness beyond belief, is at an end. This next song is one of Mayor Baba's favorite English songs, and it was made famous by, I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, it's called Welcome to My World. Somebody tell me, who sang this? What was his name? Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves, I knew that. I was just testing you. I'm not getting old. My memory is as solid as a rock. Jim Reeves. Give me a second here. We'll just do a simple version. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart and leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. And a song by Malcolm Schloss that's very similar to what I just played. I always try to tell people when they become interested in the work of Malcolm Schloss, the poetry, I always say he's very deceptively simple. He's one of these minimalist poets, and fully conscious that he's doing this. He's honing everything down to the simplest language in order to express the unexpressible, the inexpressible. I've been listening, beloved, listening all day long for the sound of your voice, my beloved, fountain of all my song. I've been looking, beloved, looking the livelong day for a glimpse of your smile, my beloved, warm as the sun's own ray. I've been waiting, beloved, heart, mind, and body all, held for the time of your coming, free to respond to your call. And now I'm weary, beloved, body, mind, and heart. Oh, will you not come, my beloved, Blessed One? Here thou art, here thou art, right here thou art. Breath by breath I breathe your name, whom the heart and soul proclaim. God and Master, faithful friend, guide and refuge too. end. In with power, out with love, blessing all below, above, around, within, the breathing flows, with the body in repose. And with the mind and heart serene, while the soul is felt and seen. And in the soul, where silence reigns, God is found, and God remains. In with power, out with love, blessing all below, above, around, within, the breathing flows, while with the body in repose. And with the mind and heart serene, while the soul is felt and seen. And in that soul, while silence reigns, God is found, and God remains. All right. So we have Malcolm Schloss, and then we have Francis Brabazon. Two very different poets, equally phenomenally good. One of my favorite Francis Brabazon poems, which I put into I don't know what you would, a sailor song. Oh, I never signed on for this voyage. I was shanghaied. When I woke, we were sailing out on the spring tide. Well, it's 8 on and 4 off, and smart to it at the bosun whistle, and the grub is weevilled, biscuits and meat, all grease and gristle. And when I complained, the captain said, "You're on for the round trip. Like it or lump it, this is a trader and not a tourist ship. Ah, but you'll get paid fairly. At the end of the voyage, you'll be paid in gold and not by a check. So see see it out with courage. And now we've rounded the Horn with all its storms, and are becalmed on a sea of oil. But at night you can almost pick those white flowers growing in the sky's dark soil. Or maybe when we come to the Singing Islands, we'll be allowed ashore. You know, maybe the captain will want to lose half his crew, and he'll have to Shanghai more. Oh, those star flowers, they comfort me. They and the sailors' homeland songs, which are sung with one heart but with a dozen different tongues. They all say you'll get paid fairly at the end of the voyage. You'll be paid in gold and not by a check. So see it out with courage. Yeah, almost got it. Going through a lot of stuff here, a lot of music. Let's see what else we got. All right, so we'll switch over. Just a minute here. Everything's okay, all right?
Everything's great.
All right, good.
Yeah, thanks.
Good. That's not what I want. That's not it. Unbelievable. All right. Just make sure this is in tune, and we'll go with this. Another Francis Brabazon poem. This is actually the first poem in Dust I Sing. And our good friend Bill Cliff outdid himself on this one. This is one of the most beautiful melodies to be married to a beautiful lyric in the Bible world. Hopefully this will get him into heaven. We're rooting for you, Bill. Hopefully I'll do a good enough job to help with a little push in that direction. This is called No Returning Home. Oh, I have to put a capo on. Hang on a sec. That was close. We've waited all night for you. Now the dawn is come. From distant places we came There can be no returning home. There can be no returning home. We know that it is morning because of the dawn's cool fingers upon our hot eyelids, and we can hear her sweet singers. We cannot be sure now whether it was our own yearning that expected you, or you promised. It matters not in this burning. It matters not in this burning. For we've waited all night for you, and now the dawn is come. From distant places we came. There can be no returning home. There can be no returning home. Neither have we your brightness, nor will we behold the new day, for we lost our eyes in the darkness and are adrift on tears' waves' way. We're adrift on tears' waves' way. We're blind, witless wretches whose song the wind carries with a seagull's cry. We are bold fellows, brave enough to leave home, but not daring enough to die. We have waited all night for you, Baba, and now the dawn is come. From distant places we came. There can be no returning home. There can be no returning home. But still we are wrapped in a glory to all other men denied. For we once touched the hem of your garment. This is our spirit's pride. Oh, this is our spirit's pride. What is it to us that somewhere the world's sun will presently rise? Sometimes this darkness of nowhere will be lit by the light of your eyes. Oh, it all will be lit by the light of your eyes. For we've waited all night for you, Meyer, and now the dawn has come. From distant places we came, and there can be no returning home. There can be no returning home. There can be no returning home. Let's try this up high and see if. Give me a second on this one. What's been hidden? Okay, we could do that. What's been hidden will be revealed. What's been wounded will be healed. We'll all be wearing the Lord as a shield when we're awakened. There'll be no wrongs. Let me start this again. It's a little too low for me, and I don't have the chops I used to have. What's been hidden will be revealed. What's been wounded will be healed. And we'll all be wearing the Lord as a shield when we're awakened. There'll be no wrongs, there'll be no rights. There'll be nothing left to prove, nothing left to fight. And what's been darkness will become the light when we're awakened. Oh, praise to the Father, oh, praise to His Son. Oh, praise to Meher Baba, the compassionate one. He sat crippled in a rigid chair, right in the middle of nowhere. He gave the world His pound of flesh, so that it would all become aware and awaken. There'll be no more religions, no talking high or low. There'll be no more kinds of clergy to tell us all where to go. 'Cause we'll all be living love and not for the show when we're awakened. Oh, praise to God's lovers, oh, praise to God's love. Oh, praise to His light within us that seeks to rise above. Oh, this pain we feel inside, oh, the tears that we have cried, it's God's way to know Himself. It's one hell of a ride to be awakened, to be awakened, to be awakened. All right, that was completely out of tune, so my bad.
Not bad at all.
All right. It went out of tune, so that's how you know Mayor Bob is with you. When it completely, everything goes out of tune.
Well, Pam and Dan wrote capo on 8th fret. You have
I
our
know, I know,
deepest.
I know, I know.
No, they said you have our deepest respect.
We could never do that, Jim.
No, well, I clearly shouldn't have myself. But anyway,
The best we can do is a 6th fret, and that's about as far as we can reach.
well, I'm on the 8th fret. You're only on the 6th fret. Most people haven't even got on the frets at all. So you're doing
Touche.
that. Jim Meyer, he's on the 8th fret.
Yeah.
Anyway. All these paths, all this time, journeys out of darkness, journeys out of mind, from a sleep of ignorance, from a sleep of pain, from a dream of loneliness no sleeping can contain. Keep me no longer from your splendor. May hear my Lord, I surrender. All these schemes, all these roles, dividing and denying as life's tapestry unfolds, from a state of fearfulness toward a state of grace, from a place where meanings unravel and deface. I no longer subscribe to this agenda. May hear my Lord, I surrender. What can I do? What can I say when the very act of longing is what gets in the way? In the crimes of love, you're the worst offender. May hear my Lord, I surrender. All these pleas, all these sighs, are any of them helping me to look within your eyes? Lost within my hopelessness, no help seems to come my way. The game may have a charm for you, but for me only delay. It's clear that I'm no spiritual contender. May hear my Lord, I surrender. All this art, all these prayers, poetry and righteousness are just so many stairs. Can anybody really touch you where you live? When sleeping paths with eyelashes is not enough to give, I postmark my soul, return to sender. May hear my Lord, I surrender. What can I do? What can I say when the very act of longing is what gets in the way? In the crime of love, you're the worst offender. May hear my Lord, I surrender. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Well, come to the end of my rope here. Oh, there you go. That'll save me. All right. Well, quite recently, Debbie Nordine and Peter were going through some of Darwin Shaw's papers, and they came across a poster for Brown and Meyer, which was Bob Brown and myself's nightclub act. We did it for about a year, singing 6 nights a week in bars and special parties and that kind of stuff. And it was a beautiful picture of Bob. I mean, I looked beautiful too back then, but it brought back a lot of memories. I'd completely forgotten about this poster. Anyway, there's a million Bob Brown songs that I could do. I think this one is the one that will last forever. This is Victory Unto Thee, which is, we don't know the author of Victory Unto Thee, but it was Ramakrishna Paramahansa, the Perfect One, favorite song, and he particularly loved to hear it sung by his closest disciple, one of his boys, Narendra, who later became Swami Vivekananda. So this is called Victory Unto Thee. You all know it. And if you don't know it, you're a lot younger than I am, okay? In wisdom's firmament, the moon of love is rising full, and love's flood tide in surging waves is flowing everywhere. O Lord, how full of bliss thou art! Victory unto thee, victory unto thee. Victory unto thee, victory unto thee. On every side shine devotees like stars around the moon. Their friend the Lord, all merciful, joyously plays with them. Behold, the gates of paradise today are open wide. Victory unto thee, victory unto thee, victory unto thee, victory unto thee. The soft spring wind of the new day raises fresh waves of joy. Gently it carries to the earth the fragrance of God's love, till all the yogis drunk with bliss lost in ecstasy. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Upon the sea of the world unfolds the lotus of the new day, and there the Lord sits enshrined in blissful majesty. See how the bees are mad with joy, sipping the nectar there. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Behold the Christ's radiant face, which so enchants the heart and captivates the universe. About his lotus feet, bands of ecstatic holy men are dancing in delight. They're lost in ecstasy. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. What matchless loveliness is Meyer, what infinite content pervades our hearts when he appears. Oh, brothers, I humbly beg you, one and all, to sing our Master's praise, and victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. Victory unto thee. All right. So this next song that's just below that one, in very small type, written by Malcolm Schloss. It's not in his book Ways to Attain the Supreme Reality. It's in one of the other ones, but great piece of poetry. It's called The Song of the Master. I come to give what you cannot buy. If you cling to your comforts, pass me by. For mine is the way the saints have trod, a timeless path to a spaceless God. I come to give what you cannot buy. I come to give what you cannot buy. The courage to live and the strength to die. To die while living and live while dead. To give up this world before your breath has fled. I come to give what you cannot buy. I come to give what cannot be bought. A love-born wisdom which transcends thought. A peace-born bliss which transmutes desires. A joy-born power which never tires. I come to give that which cannot be bought. I come to give that you all may be free. I come to love you all totally. I come to lift you into me. Take what I give and enter me, enter me. I come to give that you all may be free, that you all may be free. All right. That's beautifully written. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong thing here. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. It's getting close to closing time. Make sure you tip your waitresses. Let me see. What did I want to do? Okay. stupid mind. Keep on running on all the time, building worlds that only bind, keeping me from going home, keeping me from going home, keeping me from going home. Oh, mine, mine, stupid mind, keeping me deaf, dumb, and blind, interfering with truth sublime, keeping me from getting my own, keeping me from getting my own. Oh, mine, you're such a cool operator, making the world seem so actually there. Oh, mine, what a cruel manipulator, creating reality out of thin air. Oh, mine, mine, stupid mind, so damn devious and so unkind. I'm just waiting for you to unwind so I can get back home. I can get back home. Well, I can get back home. Oh my, you're such a tricky instigator, sculpting a universe from Sanskaric dust. Oh mine, you're the supreme agitator. Here is hoping that soon you'll go bust. Oh mine, mine, stupid mind, keep on working overtime. Nothing in you I want to find. You're keeping me from my home. You're keeping me from my home. Keeping me from my home. Oh, my stupid mind, keep on running on all the time, building worlds that only bind, keeping me from going home. You're keeping me from going home. Huh. What is this one? No. All right. Well, it's going along smoothly. A couple of hiccups, but not bad. I'm going to finish with one song, maybe a little under the 2-hour mark. You know, you have to take into consideration I'm not the man I used to be, or the man I thought I was, or the man you thought I was. But this will get you back in my, this will get me back in your good graces. You know, yeah, it's amusing how the priest classes have developed this idea of heaven. You know, the men get virgins, the women get studs, your bodies are perfect, everyone's in love. All right. Oh, listen up, people. I've been told the streets of heaven are paved with gold. There's houses of diamonds, there's trees of silk. The rivers be flowing with honey and milk. It's heaven. Heaven. Oh, everybody's singing and dancing in bliss. There's no death, no hunger, no prejudice. You live forever in the sight of God. Everything's easy 'cause nothing is hard. It's heaven. Oh, the men get virgins, the women get studs. Your bodies are perfect, and everyone's in love. You never get hungry, you got manna on tap. There's beautiful music, there ain't no rap, it's heaven. Well, there's robes of gold, there's crowns of jewels. Everyone's a genius, there ain't no fools. The weather is gorgeous, the sun is hot. The beaches are pearly, you just pick your spot in heaven. Oh, everybody thinks exactly like you. There's no disagreements, there's no stuff to work through. No stock markets, no inflation, no war. You don't have to work, what are you waiting for? It's heaven. Well, you don't have to suffer, your body don't sweat. There's no indigestion and no toilet. Your teeth are perfect, so's your skin. Your only concern is how to get in heaven. All right.
Whew. Jay Baba.
Jay Baba.
I guess since it's a holiday, we won't press for an encore.
All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
'Cause that about took it out of me right
That
there.
was it right there. Thank you so much.
If you want to
How
open
about
it up, we can open it up to some repartee.
Aha. Okay.
Well, if not repartee, some talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we
Here
do,
comes.
can we do one Satyananda?
There you go. You see, there's always, no
No.
matter how many, I put 2 hours in, somebody will, Satya Danand? All right.
You
You
told
need-
us
Al-
to that.
You need,
Al,
you need to do 15 minutes of this, okay? I'm just telling you.
Okay, okay.
But you need
Tim,
to,
this is your fault. You're the one that started this with us, and now we're hooked.
well, you better be
Yeah.
hooked. Now look, if
We're
you do
addicted.
Satya Dananda for 15 minutes, you got to do 7 names of God for half an hour.
He did not start us. Mandalay started us with it at the
Oh,
Okay, so what we need to do is mute that woman.
okay. Okay.
All right, mute everybody, because if we sing along, we'll be completely in trouble here. We'll
Got
just
it.
do a little Satya Danand, okay? Mute everybody, and then I'll unmute myself. All right? Well, I like this. I like when everybody's muted. All right, here we go. Oh, I need to put a cape on. Hang on just a second. Now, we're only going to do a few minutes of this just so that we can purify ourselves, because I'm picking up some very unusual vibrations from some of you people. All right. O Satchidanand Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand Satchidanand Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand 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 Satchidananda Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand Satchidananda Paramanand Meher Baba Vidyanand 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 Satchidananda Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand Oh Satchidananda Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand 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 Satchidanand Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand Satchidanand Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand 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 Oh Satchidanand Paramananda Meher Baba Vidyanand.
Jai Baba.
Boy, every last drop, Jim. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And Al has his hand up to speak.
Oh, right.
Jim, Hafiz and I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for singing My Grief Is at an End. And you see me at a lot of your concerts. So that's my long-standing request. But as you say, you're not the performer you used to be. So whenever My Grief comes to an end, you can stop playing that for me.
Okay. All right. But
Mute
Al,
that guy. Mute
Al,
that guy.
I want to say this, Al. You're more than you used to be.
Is that
You're a lot more.
remember
than
that
you
old
used to
joke
be,
about the two
and
farmers?
I don't have the
kids
strength
went
to handle
college,
it.
And one got a MS and one got a BS and one got a PhD. Do you
Yeah,
remember
you
that
got
joke?
one in BS.
Yeah, one got BS.
Well-
That's the one I was thinking of.
No, I've got a PhD. Mine's piled higher and deeper.
Mile higher and deeper. Thank you, Al. You're a sweetheart.
Anyway, thank you, Jim. Always nice to see you.
My pleasure. My
Hey,
pleasure.
Jim, someone told me that after you reach a total of 25 Baba Zooms, which is close to it now, that we'll be seeing you live in concert. Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
It's a terrible rumor.
Oh, I thought it was a good rumor. I started it myself. You're always invited to come to Myrtle Beach, Jim. We'll take good care of you.
All right, buddy.
We'll have a poker game in your honor.
There you go. Yeah, well, I think about Baba too much. I can't play cards and take money from you people.
That's okay. We'll take your money.
No gambling and drinking on Zoom. People get a bad impression of us, Al.
Now, this won't be on Zoom. This will just be live.
The Bailey's Irish cream of the day is Jim's voice. And today, man, we got sloshed. It was great, Jim. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Jim, you outdid yourself. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. If anybody's interested in this, it could be complete horseshit, okay? But my experience is this: I have a thyroid problem from being exposed to Agent Orange in Vietnam. I have a very low thyroid. I started applying non-hexaned organic castor oil to my thyroid, which is in this. It's in the section of the throat. I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 days, and I swear to God, my voice is sounding better than it has in years.
Wow.
We're all running out for castor oil now.
But if you have a low thyroid, what you do is you get some white felt. There's another name for it, but if you have a heating pad, this works even good. But I wouldn't use a heating pad on the thyroid. What I would do is just soak a white pad.
Muslin.
What's it?
Muslin.
No, not muslin. No.
No.
Flannel. That's what it's called. Flannel.
Flannel.
Get some white flannel, soak it in with an organic castor oil, and just apply it before you go to bed on your throat. And then in the morning, in the morning, peel it off. I've been rubbing it on in the morning and at night, and I feel it's done something with my throat. My sound is better. It's an old Edgar Casey thing. Using
It's also Ayurvedic, Jim, to use castor oil.
Yeah, the Ayurvedic. Interesting that you would bring that up, Rainey. For thyroid, the Ayurvedic oil is not castor oil, but walnut oil.
Oh.
But they're very similar in properties. So
It depends
walnut
on the
oil, you
dosha,
can get
of
it,
course.
or castor oil. All right, I've given you a concert. I've given you a medical consultation. I'm going to give you. I gave you a chance. I gave you a last chance. I'm
Send
going to
us a
say
bill.
Avatar Mayor Baba Ki Jai. Goodbye.
Avatar, Meher Baba,
Yay.
Ki Jai. Avatar, Meher Baba, Ki Jai. Avatar, Meher Baba, Ki Jai.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Jai Baba.
Happy 4th of July.
Woo! Woo! That's all I can say.
So Elaine, how about singing a song?
Oh, I think that we should just leave it with Jim. That was just
Okay, sounds
overwhelming.
good.
It's his concert. That would be
Okay,
nice.
good idea. Sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. Marcia, that's a sweet thought. Don't worry.
That's
But
good.
I'm with her. It's kind of nice to
Yeah, I
just,
agree. Yeah, I agree.
Behind Rainy.
Oh, we look forward to Ruth's concert on Thursday, though.
Oh, yeah.
Behind her.
What time?
7.
4.
Concert on Thursday.
6.
And remember, there's women's tea
What
with
I am.
Mara Tuesday morning.
Oh, okay.
Do
Mara.
that Tuesday
It's
morning.
really good to attend, women.
All right.
Ersatz Mara's tea. It's too early for me.
Oh, come on.
Uh-huh.
I'm a night person.